my name is Tiffany and I am the nap reader. I am bringing you today my August TBR. And within August, I plan on doing the Tome Topple, which is a readathon put on by Thoughts and Tomes, whom I'll link below. And the goal of this readathon is to read basically anything that is over 500 pages, because usually the goal of readathons is to kind of read as many books as possible, and you read like super tiny books. But the point of this readathon is to try to get to those books that intimidate you, that have been sitting on your shelf, because you know once you pick them up, you'll be reading them for X amount of length. So the point of this readathon is not the number of books, but the number of pages. I'm doing okay so far, I guess. Not super awesome, but I've read 50 pages of Jane Eyre, which is my first book, but I guess I should go ahead and get started. So first I'm going to bring to you, I guess I should kind of include, on August 1st I finished Secrets of a Summer Night, which I mentioned previously in two of my other videos. I included it in my July wrap-up because I read most of it in July. Another book that I actually have already finished, but I guess you could call it my TBR since I'm filming this late, is P.S. I Like You by Casey West. I actually think I started this in July for Booktubeathon, so that actually went into my page count for that, but I did not finish it. I put it on pause because I think, I'll give you more of a wrap-up later, but I finished it a few days ago. The next book on my TBR, which is also something that I finished, is Saga Volume 1. I really enjoyed it. More to come in my August wrap-up. So then we're going to get to the Tome Topple TBR. And Tome Topple is 2 weeks, and it starts on August 4th. And today is, I don't even know. Hey Siri, what's the date?
It's Saturday, August 5th.
It's the 5th. So, I took my kids to Houston this week. It's been pretty busy. Yesterday I drove home, unpacked, and went to see Queen with Adam Lambert in concert. So I haven't gotten a ton of reading done, but I have started Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. My version of this book is 524 pages. This is the Barnes & Noble Classics edition, what I really like reading because it gives little side notes for like old words and stuff in the bottom. This was on my TBR for last month. It was my classic for last month, but I need to get to it because I didn't read it last month. And it's a tome, which is a book over 500 pages. So I'm getting to this first, and hopefully I really love it and just zoom straight through it. And then these next books are not in any specific order of the ones I'm going to get to, but I want to get to Gemina, which is book 2 in the Illuminae Files series, by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It's a book written in files. Someone recently commented about what the names for books like this is called, and I cannot think of it right now. But if I finish this, I will be caught up on this series, and the third book, Obsidio, comes out soon. I'll probably read this as one of the last books, or definitely after I finish 1 or 2, because it's much quicker than a normal 500-page novel. But this has like 650-ish pages. I'm really looking forward to reading this because I really enjoyed the first book. And there you go. The next book I will be listening to as my audiobook for the Tome Topple, and that is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. This, if I get to all these, will be the second series that I finish in the Tome Topple. I am really enjoying this series so far about Kel and Delilah Bard and magic and different worlds, different Londons and thievery and such and such and such. I don't want to give too much away, but I have already started this. I don't think I've read too much, maybe about 10 minutes or so. But this book has like 624 pages. So it applies to the Tome Topple, and I would have it on my TBR either way, so I'm really excited to read this. Next tome that I bring to you, I will definitely be getting to, and that is Dreams of Gods and Monsters. Right after I finish Jane Eyre, I will be starting this. This is book 3 in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy by Laini Taylor. I have loved this series so far, and I hope to plow right through it. This has 612 pages. So we'll get to this. So far, aside from Jane Eyre, well, actually V.E. Schwab, her book is technically an adult book, but it's kind of written for YA readers, so it's like an adult YA segue. But I'm hoping to get to all of these, even though that sounds kind of crazy. The last book that if I get to all of these, this is the last one I'll read, and I doubt I'll finish it. But that is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. I read, this is the second book in the King Killer Chronicles, and the first one is The Name of the Wind, which I really enjoyed. I kind of did a hybrid of reading and audiobooking when I read it, because it was so good that I didn't really want to put it down, and I kind of just wanted to plow through it. So probably once I finish A Conjuring of Light, I'll start listening to this, and then if I finish reading everything, I'll be listening and reading this at the same time. This book is heavy, man, and this is definitely the longest tome that I will get to if I get to it. And that is because it has, literally 1,000 pages. 1000. So I'm excited about this. I'm intimidated by this. And I don't know if I'll get to it or not. If I finish these other 4 books, that's me finishing 3 series that I'm in the middle of. I mean, this would be catching up on this series too, and that would just have so much weight off my shoulders. But I don't know if I even will start this if I finish all those. If I finish all those, I might just say successful Tome Topple and end it there, but we will see. For the second half of August, I only have 3 books here because, you know, I might start this and keep reading it, and that'll take up a lot of August, or who knows. But I have It Happened One Autumn by Lisa Kleypas, which I kind of started. I'm on like page 15, so I might just reread those few pages once I get there. That is the second book in the Wallflowers Quartet that I have mentioned in my previous 2 videos. Then I have actually started all of these books. The second book I have is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. I'm on page 38, and I hopefully will just fly through this and read it in like one sitting. I really want to get through all the Percy Jackson series so I can get through to his other series that I hear people like better for an older crowd. This book only has 279 pages of middle grade in it, so hopefully I can get through that really fast. Then another book that I started is Don't You Cry by Mary Kubica. I started this for the Booktubeathon, I think, and I was in the mood for reading the second book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series, so I haven't finished this yet. I'm on page 36. I might just start that over too, but I want to get these books off of my currently reading on Goodreads, because I'm currently reading a million books. Right now I'm currently reading 4, 5 books. and that is too many. 6 if you count the fact that I have been trudging away very, very, very slowly at the Ron Chernow biography of Alexander Hamilton. And lastly is my classic for the month of August that my sister and I are hopefully going to get to, and that is The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. And it is such a cute little thing, short little book, which I will need after the Tome Topple. It looks like it's 192 pages with pictures and prose and fairly big writing. So this will be super easy and hopefully a brain resting read after reading so many long books and Jane Eyre and such. So hopefully that goes well for me. And that is my August/Tome Topple TBR. If you have read or are reading any of these books, leave me a comment down below. I would love to discuss them. If you're doing the Tome Topple, let me know, because I would love to discuss that as well. Or if you're doing the Tome Topple and you're active on Twitter, leave your Twitter down below and I will follow you. If you have a Tome Topple TBR that I could watch, leave that down below and I will watch. And I guess that's it for today. I don't know if I can film any more videos because I've been doing this for several hours. So that's probably it. I hope you have a great day and happy reading. Goodbye.